coat on here. And don't worry if you don't get all of it, because we're going to use the black paint to accent all the other areas. I'm going to put some on here. You can see how it's looking already. What it's doing is making it look like real metal. It's pretty amazing stuff. And they call it rub and buff for a reason, because you've got to buff it off. You can use your glove, the napkin, or whatever, but I just want to get it on first, like this. And this, pretty much all done already. Now, I'm going to take the black paint. I can always go back with the rubber and buff. I'm going to use this towel to get that rub and buff off. You don't want to wipe it off, you just kind of want to rub it off. Let's see how it's looking over here. Get some out of there. Actually, I like the glove feel better too. Also, I have another sponge too I can put on. Let's see how that looks. Give it some, oh yeah, see the sponge? Makes it look like kind of steel fish. I'm just going to go over here. Put that on top of there. Make it look like that. Looking good already. Less than a minute. We got a good looking Greeblie already. And I'm just going to wipe it off like this. I can use my glove to get all that excess stuff on there. All right. Now let's put this away. I'm not even going to use it anymore. I'm going to take the black paintbrush with the watered down black paint like here. I'm going to fill in just the center part of that, and then I have a rag just to wipe off the extra. Let's see how that looks. Now this is watered down, like I said, really watery. So I want to get it in the grooves a little bit. Let's see what I'm doing here. Okay. Get that all in there. I'm just going over the primer, not the rub and buff. Well, at least trying not to get the rub and buff, right? Okay. Yep. Get that all in there. That's good enough. We'll see how that looks. Now we can just take paper towel, wipe off the paint off the rub and buff. Take your paper towel, get in that little groove here. Took a little bit too much off, but that's okay. I have it a little on the paintbrush. And I'm going to go back with the paintbrush nice and light. Get in there. Look at that. Already looking good, like real metal already. Now these, I could leave these gray, the primer little inserts in here, for example, but I could put a little, if I want to. Put them in, put a little black paint in there. Let's see how that looks. Looks like it's a worn gear or something. And we'll just kind of wipe it off. Look at that. Get a little bit more in there. Right, look at that. And then once this dries, I'm going to spray a clear coat on it because I like it nice and shiny. And look at that. Look how good that is, just plastic. So you have a little before and after here. So before and after. Just it's simple rub and buff and watered down black paint. All right, I'll show you that. I'm going to get this clear coated with a shiny gloss, and we'll come back to that. Then we're going to start working on this guy. I'm going to go prime this and do the longer step with that. So this only probably took us like 2 minutes to do this after it was primed. So I think this really came out nice. All right. All right, guys, finished product for silver rub and buff and primer. That's it. All this was a piece of plastic, 3D printed. Look at the difference. This is primed, you'll see here, and this is just rub and buff and black paint. That's all it is. and then we put a nice coat of clear coat on it. Looks like steel, everything. So before and after. Look at the difference. Simple technique. So we got your rub and buff, basically, and that really made this thing look like steel. This is like actually one of the nicest ones. The ones I used to do, I'll show you in a second here, but like this, they look more like gray, dark gray metal. This looks actually much better than, looks more like metal rather. So I'm happy with that. And then we're going to try to do with this is method number 1, which I highly recommend, and I'll probably be doing most of my stuff with this. And next is we're going to just airbrush. Started airbrushing over here with some silver metallic paint. It's pearlized one, and we'll just mix them up with a lot of paint reducer. Get that in there, put that in a airbrush and get going. See how these turn out over here. I just did these with a paintbrush because it is pretty silver, so it's pretty cool. But I think we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, gave you 2 methods. Like I said, method 1 was this one. Method 2 will just be airbrush and black paint. So we'll check that out. All right. And let's see how it looks. Yeah, this is coming out nice too. Not bad, not bad. Put a couple coats on, let it dry, put another coat on there, and then we'll add the black paint, see how it looks with that. All right, now we got a little parts here, all painted silver. Now we'll take a little black mixed with water paint. And that's just black paint with water, black acrylic. Now we'll just put some extra touches on it. Let's see. Put it in there. Nice and watered down. Trying to get it everywhere. Then we're going to wipe it. outside, or you don't have to get another product to have all these aerosols around. You can just do everything inside if you want. Now I'm going to just show you. I'm going to hold this down here. I'm going to do half of this side here. Oops. Put a little too much in there. I'll move over. There we go. And then this stuff is sticky. Got to clean your airbrush after. But it actually gives a protective shine. I've seen this in another video, and I wanted to try it myself. And I'm a little bit happy with it. Gives it a nice, not a shiny like this is from a shellac in a can. You can see this difference over there. Still my favorite, Rub and Buff in shellac or clear coat. And this will give it a little darker thing, but still gives it a shine. And all indoors. You can do this anytime. We'll just put a clear coat on that. Nice and easy. Just a couple different ideas that you guys can try. Just put a lot of it on here. Goes fast too. You could pour it on, but I tried that before. It doesn't work as well. It's nice when it goes through the airbrush. But again, it's this stuff. Oops. Edge, revive it. And it actually stays on there, protects it. I'm going to give it a couple coats, and that's it. So I hope this video has helped you guys. You make a decision. Again, this is regular prime, and then we paint it with silver. And then we'll put a little coat of clear coat on it, or pledge. And this one has just prime, black paint, and clear coat. That's a difference up to you, whatever look you're trying to look for. But if you can get these products.